What's up, everybody? Man, I started recording before I sat down. Well, anyways, people, it happens, like I said in the past, and I'm telling you today, OG is new to this, man. I don't, I shoot from the hips. Let's just put it that way. I don't, premeditate or plan anything, I let it roll off my tongue. But, yeah, um, so if you guys are still struggling and not knowing where to get started in your fitness journey, you guys already know how to get at me, man. Shoot me a DM, mention something about fitness, and I'll accept your request, and we could chop it up. Or the best way to get at me is through my email. Email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. That's a quicker way of communicating with one another, and I'm getting better at that. All this, like I said, man, I'm new to a lot of this stuff. This new day of age, the digital world, man, it's amazing. It's opened up so many doors, and put me in touch with a lot of people that I lost contact with. Very important people. Heavy hitters, man, heavy hitters in the game. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as getting right with your fitness, I could get you on that path of becoming that best version of yourself. Like I said in the past, and I'm going to tell you today again, whether it be a lifestyle or just to lose a few pounds, 10, 15, 20 pounds to get you ready for an upcoming event. I got you, people. You don't have to commit to a lifetime thing or a long time commitment with me. We could work out any type of plan that will work in your best interest. Okay, so now with that being said, people, I'm going to bring you not really a story, but I'm going to touch on northern and southern difference here. I spoke about it in the past on one of my other videos. When I first landed in the penitentiary that I did when I was a youngster up north, the motto was, when you walked off that Grey Goose, the homies handed you a trash can lid and a sword and said it was time to go to war. That's what they were said, and that's what I was told. So keep in mind, me being fresh from the county jail, first time hitting the state up north, I was put on alert. As it is, I came from a hood that is very active, came from a county jail that was off the hook. So we were bred for war, people, ready and willing to go. So when you have older homies, or I shouldn't even say older homies, just older camaradas that are putting stuff in your head and sending you off into a journey where you don't know where you're going or what to expect, it's going to put your antennas on the swivel. You feel me? Your antennas are going to be moving. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I've spoken on a northern disruptive group that was from up north. Not the Northern Cause, not that one of the big fours. Okay, it was a particular group that I was told that I need to be aware of, and that any given time, to get off on them. And I told you in the past, in order to become one of these participants from that northern disruptive group, now keep in mind, I'm being unbiased right here. This is what was instilled in my head. I don't know if the facts were true about it or not. I'm giving that person the benefit of the doubt, the one that was running the yard, that was lacing me up, that the facts he were giving me were actual facts. and not just something to, how should I put it, not to brainwash me, but to instill beliefs in my head, to create hatred towards that faction. And keep in mind, that faction were the same skin color as me. So what it did was put hate in my heart towards these people. And the reason is, and I'm going to tell you now, in order to become one of them, you had to have booked one of us. You had to have taken the win from a homie from down south. Okay? So that put hatred and fury into my heart towards these people. And the reason is because the individual that was lacing me up when I arrived there, he was actually lacing me up to be one of his troops, to fall underneath his beliefs, and to benefit his career behind them walls. Now you got to keep in mind, I was a youngster. I never knew that the sharks and wolves ran real deep in there. You just never know who is really for you and who is really just gonna use you and utilize you. So to fast forward this story and to clear up what I was told to find out was bullshit, and by me being misled and the things that I've done and participated in was misguidance from a person that was only benefiting himself. Now, I just got off the phone with an individual from up north, a Norteño, that played part of that faction that I was laced up to hate, that disruptive group. And to find out today, after all these years, that they were not really a disruptive group. They were all about their people, their cause, that chicanismo, and that belief of them individuals having to take the wind of a southerner to become one of them. I just got proof. It was all bullshit. 30 over 30 years, I believed in order to become one of them guys, you had to have put in work on someone like me. Not just put in work, that had to have taken their life, taken their win, remove them from that yard permanently, send them out in that wooden box back to their people. So keep in mind, people holding that thought and that anger towards these people in your heart and in your head all this time, because I've never shaken that. I've never had anything against the homies, the Norteños, the Northern cause up there. But this certain faction that I thought was a disruptive group, because that's what was told to me and taught by my older, let me put it this way, the older homies that were in leadership, I was believed that these people were the ultimate enemies. So, you know, it's pretty fucked up, man. All these years, I believed that and still had that hatred in my heart towards these people. And just within a matter of minutes, chopping it up with this certain individual gave me a lot of clarity. And now that I'm older and more seasoned, everything makes more sense. You know, I've preached on my first videos about giving the shout out to the homies and Norteños from up there that reached out to me. You know, I shot them their love because they reached out to me, you know what I mean? And doing time with Norteños, you know, certain Norteños, well, now that I could clarify it, that shit that I was taught was completely wrong information, man. It's sad, you know. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but after over 30 years of hatred, it finally lifted today. It lifted that hatred towards him, towards that certain faction that I believe to be a disruptive group, and what they did to us Southsiders. And I'm not going to put the other label out there because some of us really frown upon people that use that label as identifying us. For those of you that know, you know, the ones that earned that title and put in that work. You know what I'm talking about. We'll just keep it as Southsiders as a whole. But that hatred today, when I got off that phone with that gentleman, much love and respect to you, my boy. You already know. One of my homies had reached out to me questioning about you at one time before in the past, and I gave him my knowledge on what I knew about that northern cause and the way we ran in there, and if he should do business with you guys. And I told him absolutely, it would be a great business venture. But yes, you're gonna get a lot of heat from the other homies, the homies that don't really have the knowledge and that's never really lived that life. You're gonna get the heat from our homeboys that grew up in your time of generation, because they never really lived that life. So I laced up my little homie and told him what I knew, what I've experienced. You know, so I never saw anything as far as being a bad move doing business with this homie. And to find out that this homie was part of that faction that I had so much hate for. I never knew. No, I never questioned it. I see him all the time. I hear him all the time. And yes, you guys could speculate and guess who he is. And I won't say his name. I won't say what channel he's from. The day I do put his name out there, it's going to be with permission, because that's just the way I am. I don't name drop. That's the way I was brought up in my hood, you know, and that's the way I will keep on living. I will, before I put anybody's name out there, I will get their permission, because I give the utmost respect to anybody, regardless of where you're from, regardless of what color you are. That's just the way my get down is. This OG right here keeps it solid, 100 to the core, and I'm not going to change for anybody. I won't sugarcoat anything. I won't put any extra salsa on the taco, and I definitely ain't going to do this, talk out the side of my neck. I walk the walk, people. And for those of you that know, you know, my homeboys from my hood got nothing but love and respect for me. I love my hood to the fullest, and I respect all my homeboys. The ones that are still fighting that fight, and the ones that are out here pushing that good cause. I love them all equally, my homeboys. And for anybody that's pushing that good cause out here, hey, nothing but love and respect to you as well. There's so much I could just say touching on this, man, because it touched me. It really touched me. Knowing that this individual I was chopping it up with on the other end of that horn was part of that faction, that disruptive group that I was believed to have posed a threat to people like me. And I've carried that hatred all these years towards them, even till this day. But today, not no more. Phew, my God, you guys, it's so hard to explain how I feel right now. To have lived all my life having hatred towards these people. These are our people, our gente. But I labeled them as being a disruptive group from up north. And like I said, no, it wasn't part of the Big Four, but they played a big role. And this individual, man, I tip my hat to you, G. Much shout out, much love coming from a real motherfucking Southerner. Going to you, my boy, a Norteño up there. I had to give you your flowers, my boy. And if you ever give me permission to say who you are, I will on my next upcoming video. If you guys want to know who this individual is and don't play the guessing game, leave me a comment and ask me, and I will reach out to this individual. If he doesn't see this video, I will get on the horn with them and ask him permission so I could share his name out there. So anyways, people, with that being said, man, much love and respect to anybody and everybody that's trying to make a change in their lives. And for you trolls out there, quit the shit, man. Hop aboard that team of, being prosperous in life. Don't hate on the next man. There's enough money out here in this world for everybody. Stop keeping our people from growing and prospering in life. Support one another. Like I said in the past, and I'm going to tell you today, even for you trolls out there that are hating and making comments, leaving all these boo-boo ass comments, I got a plan for you guys too. I don't discriminate, man. Everybody and anybody goes through a struggle in life. Some are more harsh than others. And I could tell you right now, I've been through some of the worst weather that a person can deal with. But I came out on top, just like a real motherfucking wildflower. A real wildflower will survive any condition, any type of storm, any type of environment. Wildflowers will survive, baby. So with that being said, people, I know I'm going to probably get a little bit of hate because of what I just said, but I'm just keeping it real and 100. You could take it however you want it, but there's a warrior in every last one of us. I'm just explaining it in the way I know how to explain it, coming from where I come from. I'm not set tripping or nothing like that. It's just the way I explain myself. So to clarify everything and to clear everything up, there's a warrior in every last one of us. In whatever barrio you come from, whatever neighborhood you're from, whatever faction you play the part of, there's a warrior in you. I just put it in my way of sharing, okay, people? So now with that being said, people, remember to like and subscribe. Put your notification bell on all. And if you want to get right in your fitness journey, shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. I got you, people. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't talk about it. You have to be about it, people. Now, with that being said, get up and get yours. There it is, baby. Proof is in the pudding. Let's do this.